What up, guys? CatPTG here today, doing a deck profile of a slightly more rogue deck, but I feel like it's more of an underestimated rogue deck than like a bad rogue deck. So yeah, I think this deck has some decent potential with this list or similar lists. And that deck is the Pumpkaboo deck. Gourgeist, whatever you want to call it. So first you want to play 4 Pumpkaboo. It doesn't matter what Pumpkaboo you're playing. This is, I believe, the only one in the standard, so that's why this is the one I selected. Then you want to play 4 Gourgeist. You want to use the one with Pumpkin Bomb, where you discard tool cards attached to your Pokemon, and it does 40 for each tool card you discarded, plus 10. So that's a really good attack. If you have like 4 tools, that's already 150 damage. You do have to discard them, which is kind of the downside of the deck. But still. 2 Remoraid on 2 Octillery. This is just so you can get your maximum consistency. Just like getting everything you need every time. And just being able to win as often as possible. 2 Tapu Lele-GX. Energy Drive is a really good attack, but you mainly want to use this card for 1 attack to get your supporters. Only 2 because you're going to have a lot of cards on your bench, like 1 or 2 Octilleries, Gourgeists, and then you always want to have a Klefki or 2 on your bench. What Klefki does is you can turn it into a tool, basically, when you need it, so even more tools that you can have, and it makes it so you aren't affected by your opponent's Mega Pokemon. Really, there's no Megas in the format that are gonna be played. If you do face a rogue, like a Mega Gardevoir deck, that is a deck that I've been working on a little bit. This is one thing that you can do, I guess, to beat them, but I don't really think that's gonna be a deck, so. Professor Sycamore, just for more draw support. You don't really want to use N that much, just because you're kind of shuffling resources away that you just don't need in the deck. 2 Brigette to get, usually you want to get 2 Pumpkaboo and a Remoraid. But if you already have a Pumpkaboo in play, you want to get a Pumpkaboo, a Remoraid, and a Klefki with the Brigette, or at least that's the play that I usually make. Only 1 Guzma, just because you don't really need to use it that often, so it's not that needed. And same for Lillie, you want to use this first turn, if you don't get Brigette first turn, or you don't need Brigette first turn. But you don't really need to use it after that, so. 4 Ultra Ball is great for getting Pokemon out. 4 Rescue Stretcher. This is mostly to get Klefki back, I believe. This is not my list, this is Xander Pero's list, by the way. So credit for him for making the deck. But I'm guessing this is typically for Klefkis. But I'm not sure. 3 Field Blower, just to counteract Garbodor and any other tools that are annoying. Or if you put a tool on a Gourgeist that you really don't want this turn, and it's not worth it to wait another turn, you can discard it with Field Blower, but I don't really see a point in that. 2 Pokemon Catcher. Obviously, you do need to flip a coin, but just so sort of, since we can only play one, we should only play 1 Guzma. It's going to play more item cards, so. 2 Special Charge, just to get your 40 CEs back. Then we play 4 Dumbbell, 4 Choice Band, and 4 Float Stone. So in total we have 16 tool cards. So that's pretty good. And then 4 Double Colorless. So if you like math, if you have a tool card on everyone, and you have a Choice Band on your active, that is doing 270 damage to a non-GX. I think that's right. Something like that. So 280 damage. So yeah. Even with like 3 tool cards and one of them being a Choice Band, that's 120 damage really easily. So yeah, I just think that this deck is really underrated. and I like this list. So I think that you guys should give it a try. I don't know that I'd play it for Memphis, like me personally, just because I don't have enough experience with this kind of deck, to be able to pilot it well. But if you have been playing things like, I don't know, Tool Drop, Gyarados, Vespiquen for a while, and you know how to play them well, this might be a good deck for that. So yeah, and this is a really interesting deck for League Cups too. I would definitely take this deck to a League Cup. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to Caterpie TCG for more Pokemon content.